Welcome to Tzu Chi This Week. I'm Mary Lee. It's good to have you with us. Coming up in this week's news, we join U.S. Tzu Chi volunteers as they hold cash card distributions for tornado survivors in Moore, Oklahoma. Over in Malaysia, Tzu Chi Johor Bahru Kindergarten is holding their annual Veggieland Passport campaign to encourage students to go meatless for 1 month. And in Indonesia, we visit the newly renovated Kelapa Gading recycling station in North Jakarta. We start today's show in the United States. In May, the state of Oklahoma was hit with one of the worst tornadoes in history. Suffering severe damage was the town of Moore. Dallas Tzu Chi volunteers quickly made the town a focal point of their relief work, and over a period of 2 weeks, worked to hand out cash cards and blankets to over 300 households. With no house and no insurance, tornado victim Lori can only sadly smile. Another victim, Beverly, is also full of despair, while Cindy, a Red Cross volunteer, continues to serve despite the pain of losing her husband to the tornado. For the past 2 weeks, Tzu Chi volunteers from Dallas have been coming here to the town of Moore on the weekend to hand out cash cards and much-needed love in the form of hugs. Dawn is another that lost all her belongings to the tornado. Tamika is a single mother raising 4 children, wondering how she will ever be able to rebuild. She breaks down in tears. Fortunately, her children are by her side to help her smile again.
Dada, when it's empty, I will not throw it away. I'll put it in the recycling.
The blankets handed out by the volunteers immediately find their way around the shoulders of the victims as they struggle to find a sense of warmth and peace from which they can face the trials ahead. Brazil Tzu Chi volunteers previously held a free clinic in Sao Paulo's Jardim Angela district in which around 50 local residents tested for prescription glasses. Now, 2 weeks later, volunteers returned to hand deliver the second set of eyes. Meanwhile, in Itapive City, volunteers not only hand out prescription glasses, but also distributed food baskets to needy residents. Putting on her prescription glasses, senior Elvira can see clearly the small words written on a slip of paper as she smiles from ear to ear.
If I don't have glasses, I can't see clearly. Even walking becomes a problem. Now that I have these, I can see far away or up close, and my head doesn't hurt either.
2 weeks ago, Brazil Tzu Chi volunteers held a free clinic at Sao Paulo's Jardim Angela district. Today, volunteers returned to hand out prescription glasses to these residents in need.
Before, I could see far away fine, but not up close. With these glasses, I don't have that problem anymore. Thank you for your help.
During the distribution, volunteers remind everyone to treasure their new glasses, as well as take care of their eyes. Some residents are moved to tears.
I am just very touched, as it's hard to find anyone who will help people selflessly like you are helping us. I really appreciate it.
In Brazil, a pair of prescription glasses can cost an impoverished family up to a half-month's salary. This is why, even if their vision has gone bad, some will just endure it. For many years now, Tzu Chi has been giving local residents an opportunity to clearly see the world once again.
My eyesight was bad. When waiting for the bus, I could only see it when the bus got really close. I would also have to use a cane to help me walk. You can't imagine how inconvenient it was for me to leave my house. Thankfully, I have these glasses from Tzu Chi to help me solve my problem.
Meanwhile, in Itapivi City, volunteers not only hand out prescription glasses, but also food baskets to local residents. Government officials also assist in helping out during the distribution.
If Tzu Chi's events inspire 10 or even 1 person to volunteer their time, then it's worth it, because it's not about giving our prescription glasses, it's about spreading love.
These glasses on the bridge of the nose acts as a second pair of eyes, giving the residents another chance to see the world and their blessings fully and clearly. Also helping out the needy are Tzu Chi volunteers in Indonesia. Free eye examinations were held for the children of an orphanage in Pasar Minggu, a sub-district of South Jakarta. While there, volunteers also reminded the children to take good care of their eyes and hygiene. Following instructions, the children sit excitedly yet anxiously in front of the ophthalmic equipment. This is the first time the orphans at Yayasan Kashim Mandiri, Bersinar of Jakarta, Indonesia, are getting an eye examination.
Mata saya kan bermasalah. Terus kan
There are some problems with my eyes, but I didn't have the opportunity to get them checked, so I don't know if my vision has gotten worse. After today's examination, the vision in the left eye has improved, but the right has worsened.
This orphanage was founded by Sister Alexa and mainly takes in those children who otherwise have no place to go. Jakarta Tzu Chi volunteers began caring for these children last year, and every visit is filled with a different surprise.
Many children complain they are having eye problems, and almost all the children in the orphanage need prescription glasses. We are unable to afford this enormous medical fee. Thank you, Tzu Chi volunteers, for coming here to help the children with eye examinations.
We hope through this free clinic, the children will be able to see the world clearly again. Of course, the volunteers have reminded them of ways to take care of their eyes and ways of preventing further deterioration of vision.
Minusnya jangan terlampau lebih tinggi lagi.
On this visit, volunteers also give these angels a haircut, and a few children also learn how to make handicrafts.
I am very glad the volunteers taught us how to string beads. Handmade ones are prettier, and I can give them as gifts or sell them.
These regular visits to the orphanage not only educate the volunteers through relief work, but also bring more laughter to the home and provide the residents with a healthy and happy atmosphere. Taiwan's Central Tima chapter regularly hold free clinics in the remote Zhuolan township of Miaoli. As always, free haircuts and massages are provided, not to mention first-class medical treatment. Also watching over the health of the needy are Tima doctors and nurses in China's Fujian province. Thanks to Tzu Chi's aid, care recipient Lin Qiqing is still alive today.
This dilapidated home in China's Fujian is now looking worse for wear, since its owner Lin Qiqing fell ill. When Tzu Chi volunteers last visited, Mr. Lin was already at death's door.
It was a matter of life and death. It was imperative to first save his life, so I used some of my own money, and his own community also came up with some 6,000 renminbi.
Due to a gallstone, Mr. Lin developed cholangitis and needed immediate surgery. Thankfully, Tzu Chi was there to save his life, and upon returning home, Tima doctors were already waiting for him.
The key is you must understand the importance of good sanitation, otherwise you can easily develop infection, which means you cannot remove this tube. His gallstone clogged his bile duct, which prevented the discharge of bile to the duodenum. If you want to take it off, then you have to make sure you no longer have an infection. When your own duct can pass without problems, then we can remove this tube.
The same professional medical care can also be found in Taiwan at Tima's free clinic in Zhuolan, which first starts with a free haircut by stylist Chen Yufang. Masseuse Lin Jixian is also applying his skills to help the waiting elderly relax, while another group of volunteers lead some seniors in a workout. The treatment is always first class at the monthly clinic. Here, a dentist is tenderly helping this little girl with her cavity.
Mei, come on, open wide. That's great. Okay. Now we are going to use the blue-colored light.
The event re-energizes all participants every time. Nurse Ding Jinnan says she has been inspired to be more filial.
After you witness this, you will think to yourself, if they can take care of their own parents, then when will I be able to take care of my own parents? When will I be able to listen to them and understand their needs?
Through service, Tima staff and volunteers grow and become more empathetic.
In Malaysia, the Tzu Chi Johor Bahru Kindergarten held a Vegiland Passport campaign to encourage children to go meatless for a month. Meanwhile, teachers and parents also seized the opportunity to guide their children in making vegetarian lunchboxes, which were sold with the proceeds donated to Tzu Chi Building Fund.
Building a rocket for Planet Veggie, these boys and girls will go meatless for a month to save animals and the earth.
Eating vegetables makes us healthy. If we eat the fish, they will get angry, so we cannot eat animals.
Taking the Vigilant Passport campaign seriously, 4-year-old Wang Zhenfeng keeps his promise as he practices vegetarianism at home. His mother and sister also respond to the cause, while his father is surprised by his son's change.
Now he only eats vegetables. Before he liked to eat meat, but now he will ask first. If he knows it is made from pork, he will not eat it at all.
KFC 要吃什么？吃薯条。想要吃鸡腿吗？鸡腿要怎么个？鸡肉。不要。
During the recent Vigilant Passport campaign held by Tzu Chi Johar Bahru Kindergarten, students not only adopted vegetarianism, but also learned to make vegetarian lunchboxes for charity, with the proceeds going to an education center.
These young ones can have a chance to cook meals for their parents. They found what they cooked was tasty and brought it back home.
Under the guidance of teachers and parents, these boys and girls all become skillful cooks as they hand out lunch boxes. They also learn to cherish food.
Through the practice of cooking, children will learn that it is not easy to cook a meal. From preparing ingredients to cooking, it involves a lot.
During the 1-month campaign, the children try their best to go meatless and complete over 5,000 vegetarian lunch boxes. They later donated some $1,200 in proceeds to help build an education center.
Meatless meals are tasty.
It can save animals.
Yeah.
Through the activity, students not only learn of the benefits of going meatless, but also commit themselves to the practice of vegetarianism.
Also in Malaysia, the Penang Jingsi Books and Cafe organized a workshop to help local residents learn more about Tzu Chi's silent mental program. Volunteers invited Professor Zheng Guofan from Taiwan's Tzu Chi University, who is the founder of Tzu Chi Simulation Surgery and Medical Simulation Center, to give audience members a thorough introduction on the topic. Here's more.
I want to know what cadaver donation is all about and what it will help achieve in medical research. Maybe I can donate my body when I die.
I want to learn more about what the body donation program and silent mentors are. That's why I'm here today.
To help local residents learn more about the silent mentor program, Penang Jingsi Books and Cafe invited Professor Zheng Guofan from Taiwan's Tzu Chi University to give a thorough introduction.
These silent mentors use their cadavers to teach you in each cut and each slice. You have to make sure the spirit of the silent mentors can attain peace and make sure their family members are free from worries.
The cadaver donation program has run in Tzu Chi universities for decades and aims to ensure the spirits of the deceased can attain peace and those living can find closure.
Malaysia has diverse ethnicities and cultures. Currently, there are already some people who have learned about the body donation program. Most donors are Chinese people, so we want to promote the program to more people. They will learn that it's a good and right thing to do.
Following Professor Zheng's presentation, audience members gain a better understanding of the principles behind cadaver donation.
Through the silent mentor workshop, I have learned more about organ donation. I want to help more people. Once I pass away, I still want to spread my love throughout this world.
Tzu Chi volunteers in Kedah, Malaysia met Yahaya bin Abdullah's family at a relief distribution in 2007. At 63, a tragic fall left the senior paralyzed and bedridden. With Abdullah unable to work, the family has relied on his wife selling pastries to make ends meet. With the unfaltering support of his wife as well as Tzu Chi volunteers, now Abdullah has regained a purpose in life and practices charity by donating to his bamboo coin bank daily.
For Yahaya bin Abdullah's family, for the past 13 years, selling pastries has earned them just enough to get by. Since Abdullah's family met Tzu Chi, practicing charity by donating to their bamboo coin bank has become part of their daily routine.
I told him that I would take the filled coin bank to Tzu Chi and bring him an empty one. This has become our monthly routine.
Although 2 Malaysian ringgit, which is the equivalent to less than $1, is not much, it is this family's belief of the importance of helping others like them that has them more than willing to reciprocate.
We thought our situation was difficult, but in fact, there are many people who are worse off than us.
Having suffered a tragic fall which left him paralyzed and bedridden at the age of 63, Abdullah once lost all hope.
I no longer knew what the outside world was like. I could only hear about it. It really made me depressed.
However, the support of his wife and children has become Abdullah's biggest pillar of support.
I can still lift him and help him into his wheelchair. It's not tiresome at all. It has been 12, almost 13 years, but it feels like it's only been a short while.
Kedah Tzu Chi volunteers met Abdullah's family during a relief distribution in the aftermath of a flood in 2007. Apart from the material support extended to the family, Tzu Chi volunteers' care and love has never faded over the years. Years later, Abdullah now lives a meaningful life with purpose.
In Indonesia, North Jakarta's Kelapa Gading recycling station was established in 2007, and as the volume of recyclables increased, so did the number of recycling volunteers. The station thus decided to renovate. At the reopening event, many community volunteers gathered to celebrate this joyous occasion.
Under the crafty hands of Indonesia Tzu Chi volunteers, recycled bottles have been transformed into a wall. The first recycling day of the newly renovated Kelapa Gading recycling station attracts many community residents.
Di sini memang
When we sort recyclables here, we just keep doing it. We don't get tired. Everyone has plenty of energy.
sekali sini.
Di sini kita saling sama-sama bersama.
At the recycling station, our hearts are united and we work together, helping each other out.
This was the recycling station a year ago. With an increase in recyclables and volunteers, the station was simply not big enough and needed to be rebuilt.
Karena depo yang lama mungkin sudah tidak memungkinkan sekali karena
The recycling station was not suitable to our needs anymore because of the increase in numbers of volunteers, which made the sorting area smaller. So it became more cramped when everyone was here.
Now there's an area reserved for sorting and a room for meditation. The new station unites the hearts of community members and attracts more recycling volunteers.
Young people in Taiwan are becoming more environmental conscious. To make sure they are properly informed, college students visit Tzu Chi recycling stations regularly to learn what they can do for Mother Earth. Before we join students from the National Cheng Kung University on their field trip in Tainan, we first visit Tzu Chi's Bada recycling station in Taipei with students from Zhili Institute of Technology.
In the basement of Tzu Chi's Bada recycling station in Taipei, students from Zhili Institute of Technology are busy reorganizing.
Those that are expired can be discarded, and others that are still good can be preserved to be read by those who are interested.
Treasures are hidden among the heaps of books, as one student purchased his discovery for less money than a cup of coffee.
A fellow classmate saw a series of comics he really liked, so he bought it. It was really cheap. For a total of 9 volumes, he paid only $2.
30 students from the college are here with their instructor to do their part for the planet. Some sort books while others sort plastic bags, on which volunteers have valuable information to share.
Plastic bags are made from petroleum. We should reduce our usage, reuse the same bag repeatedly, or best of all, don't use them at all.
The interactive trip also offers wisdom unobtainable just by sitting in class.
Just enough, it's fine. No need to be extravagant.
Meanwhile, in Tainan, students of National Cheng-Kung University are also learning more about conservation at a local Tzu Chi recycling station. Here, the students learn the importance of sorting various recyclables. Their parents also join in the informative lesson.
We learn how to sort our daily trash properly so we can alleviate the burden on trash collectors and volunteers.
Recycling makes me happy. After all, we are all responsible for the earth. It is our duty, so I'm happy to do this.
At every station are volunteers who share their knowledge with their visitors. Tzu Chi Collegiate Youth volunteers hope their classmates can take these lessons home with them.
Perhaps in the past we have discarded plastics or other garbage directly to trash bins without sorting or washing them. I hope that by coming here we can learn not to do that again.
The hands-on experience was enjoyable for the visitors who vowed to continue expressing their love for the planet in their daily life.
In China's Fujian province, we meet recycling volunteer Chen Xiuming. Following the passing of her husband and daughter, she became the sole breadwinner in the family. Thanks to Tzu Chi volunteers, she is not only a devoted recycling volunteer, but also motivates her neighbor to join the cause. Let's take a look.
In Fujian's Quanzhou, recycling volunteer Chen Xiuming regularly drives to recycling points to collect recyclables, which are then transported back to her house. There, her neighbors are ready to help categorize. Chen always has a smile on her face, but she actually went through tough times. Following the passing of her husband and daughter, her neighbors thought that it was her who brought misfortune to her family.
Before, I had no confidence and I was worried to go outside. I couldn't imagine how my life turned out.
Despite a difficult life, Chen still managed to work as much as she could to raise her son and mother-in-law. Thanks to Tzu Chi's care and love, her life gradually has changed for the better.
Before, I only focused on earning money. When I was ill, Tzu Chi brothers and sister accompanied me and cared for me. I was moved and I felt I was treated like family. Thank you, Master Zheng Yan, for establishing Tzu Chi. To me, Tzu Chi is the firmest source of support.
Motivated by Chen, many residents in her community have also joined her in recycling.
I have to take care of my 94-year-old mother-in-law, but I still want to do volunteer work. Now I store recyclables at home and Xiuming will come to pick them up.
We are happy to join Tzu Chi in practicing recycling.
Through the practice of recycling, Chen Xiuming and her family have found a common purpose and together are walking the Tzu Chi path.
At the end of the show, we head to Hong Kong, where Tzu Chi volunteers and Jiulong Technical School held a free clinic. The students' efforts to help others gave them a sense of achievement, while the patients felt the volunteers' warmth and care. We will leave you with these images. Thank you for watching. See you next week.